Naked Gun fans, are you out there? Does anybody know what the Naked Gun is? Are we showing our age?
Yeah, we are showing our age.
The Naked Gun.
Yes, the Naked Gun.
The Naked Gun.
Yes.
Great series of films.
Nice picture.
I love. You like that? I love me some Naked Gun. But if you're a Naked Gun fan, well, I've got some possible good news for you. Writer, director, comedian Akiva Schaffer is reportedly courting Liam Neeson for a Naked Gun reboot. Schaffer and Seth MacFarlane, one of the producers of the film, are courting Neeson to take the role, and the actor is currently in talks with them. Schaffer is set to direct, and while no green light has been given, sources say it's headed in that direction once a deal closes with Neeson. Dan Greger and Doug Mand, who recently worked with Schaffer on the Emmy-winning Chippendale Rescue Rangers film, will write the script. Plot details are being kept under wraps, but Neeson might be playing the son of Detective Frank Drebin instead of stepping into the main role. So what do you think of all that, Nick? You excited for that and the possible direction it could be going?
That makes me wonder how. So Liam Neeson's what, 70? I guess he. It could be entirely possible if Leslie Nielsen was still alive, he'd be like 90 to 100.
You talk about that son thing? Yeah, that caught me off guard too.
Yeah. It's okay. So I don't know about you, but I don't remember Liam Neeson ever doing a comedy. At least I don't think. I mean, Phantom
he's
Menace
done some
was
romantic
pretty funny.
comedies.
Yeah, I guess Lost Love Actually was, but he wasn't very funny in that.
But you got to think also, he is Leslie Nielsen wasn't originally a comedic actor.
Yeah, that's true. Like you've seen comedic actors go dramatic. I'm not doing this to be joking. I'm just trying to think, was he ever in a comedy? But I think what Akiva Schaffer has proven, and I didn't know Seth MacFarlane was involved with this, so man, take that for what it's worth. But Akiva Schaffer did that Chippendales Rescue Ranger movie, and that shit was pretty good. So, and he's pretty good with the Lonely Island and stuff like that. But I don't know how I feel about this, man. Those Naked Gun movies are some of the most funny movies, are some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Like O.J. Simpson, as terrible as a human being as he is one of the funniest things in that movie outside of Frank Drebin. Like that shit is funny, and I just hopefully Akiva Schaffer can do like he did with Rescue Rangers and deliver something that's actually quite funny and entertaining. And maybe Liam Neeson will be like hilarious in it, but it's just like it's like if you remade Lethal Weapon and you had Daniel Day-Lewis and
Daniel Day-Lewis in Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, you had Daniel Day-Lewis and some other who would be a good African American actor to put in there.
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington, and you made it a buddy cop comedy, and it would be really weird. And Liam Neeson in this, that's why I sent the article to you, because I wanted to talk about it. It's just like it's such a weird thing to hear about a news article about Liam Neeson. I don't know. I mean, some of his action movies are funny.
See, you and I, we grew up in a time when we knew Leslie Nielsen as a comedic actor. But prior to that, I think people, when he first got into like Police Squad, which was the precursor,
Don Cheadle would be good.
That was the precursor to the Naked Gun. I think that they felt the same way because he was a serious dramatic actor prior to that, and of course, Airplane and whatnot. He was a serious actor, and that was one of the things that made it so funny that when he did do these roles is because he was a serious actor. So him going and doing these funny roles, I think, made people that knew him from his past were like, oh, this is funny because he's such a serious actor. So I think it could work. I mean, I want to. I think this could. I don't want to see him as Frank Drebin's son. That seems odd. No, I mean, we're talking about the Naked Gun and that universe. If it is a continuation, I guess it doesn't really matter. They could just play it off like they do. I'm more concerned with the brand of comedy it will be, because the brand of comedy is very. The Naked Gun movies are very much that brand of comedy is very much the directors and writers of that made like Kentucky Fried Movie, Airplane, and things like that. You don't see comedies like that anymore. That's not the brand. I'm not saying they're not funny. I wish we did see, and I would love for this to call back to that brand of comedy. But you don't.
I honestly think the closest we've ever gotten to that brand of comedy is, I can't remember if he directed it, but like the Lonely Island movies, like Hot Rod and the one where they were the pop star movie. I think those are the closest you got.
He directed both of those.
Yeah. So those are the closest you've gotten to like spoof style. Even though Hot Rod wasn't really like a spoof movie, it has that
feel. That kind of
feel of like and
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. He probably is the closest thing to the what were the directors' names? Oh man, I've lost them that quick.
Oh, it was Abrams and
I remember him. The other the two brothers.
I'll look it up on a second.
I can't remember, but their brand of comedy you just don't see much anymore. But I think you might be right, because Hot Rod and especially like Never Stop whatever Pop Star.
Yeah.
It was very much like a more modernized version
Zucker
of
Brothers.
The Naked Gun, huh?
Zucker Brothers.
Yeah, the Zucker Brothers. Their brand of comedy is a comedy I miss. I love that comedy, Airplane and all that. So I would love for him to bring it back and have that same type of comedy. Everything now, because if you look at The Naked Gun, it's not as raunchy as everything is nowadays. And I have nothing against raunchy comedy. I know raunchy comedy's always been around, but it was smart, dumb fun. But I mean, it wasn't really. They were PG-13, but none of it was like super raunchy. But it was still funny as fuck. It was very slapstick. And what were you gonna say?
Did you ever see the Files from Police Squad, the show that was based
Police Squad. Yeah.
Dude, that shit is hilarious. That's like early days Leslie Nielsen funny.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is hilarious, and I miss. See, that's the kind of stuff I miss about Leslie Nielsen and like Mel Brooks days and stuff like that. Is they were willing to push the boundaries, but they knew that these boundaries that were being pushed they were trying to say something in the boundaries they pushed, but they knew they could get away with some of the stuff they were doing. And you look at like Top Secret and shit like that. It's just, like you said, I miss those types of films.
We don't get that kind of comedy anymore. Yeah. It's just genuinely funny, and it's timeless. It's timeless comedy. It's not tied to something that's going on right now. So
yeah,
I'm hoping. I mean, I'd love to see Liam Neeson do this, because he does. He has that. We're used to seeing him play super tough guy roles, and now he'll be like this goofy Frank Drebin character. I'd love it. Absolutely, bring it on. I want to see it happen, but I really hope that they stick with what Naked Gun was. I am curious if this is going to be a continuation or a reboot. But I think I said reboot, but we have no idea what it's going to be. So yeah, Naked Gun. I'm sure we'll hear any day now whether he accepts it or not. So if he does, I assume it's going to get greenlit. I think Paramount's behind it, so it'll show up on Paramount Plus. Yes, I'm sure. But Naked Gun fans, are you out there? Does anybody know what the Naked Gun is? Are we showing our age?
Yeah, we are showing our age. But oh man, if you haven't seen Naked Gun, oh my god, you need to watch Naked Gun.
All three of them, they're all three good. People talk about the third one's not as funny. Yeah, but Naked Gun, not as funny, is still funnier than a lot of other comedies. I love those movies. They're hilarious.
Which one had the life-size human condoms? Was that part
the first
2?
one?
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I think the first one had Carto Montalban too. Oh god, yes.
Yeah, they're all hilarious. So yeah, but if you haven't seen any of the Naked Gun movies, I strongly recommend going and checking them out. Just know what kind of comedy you're getting into. If you are a fan of Naked Gun, let us know in the comments below if you're interested in this reboot. If you think Liam Neeson would be a good fit to replace Leslie Nielsen, I'd be interested. I think he could. I think it could be really funny if it's the right material. So let us know in the comments below what you guys think of a Naked Gun reboot.